internet that has great foundations of information has been established for years, with wartime rumors based on historical evidence that Nazis have made it into space, perhaps building a space moon, Dark Side of the Moon, fictional accounts of the several investigations, fiction writers of the pen sci-fi novels of the subject of decades before the invention of the internet. The base had such relief on Hollywood that they have jumped on Nazi in space trend of making a film, The Iron Sky. It was such a story, perfect for exclusion, and considering the technological how advanced the Germans were in World War II. In fact, the rumors were right about Nazis being in space. The truth about Nazi Germany, first nation to enter space, forgot all about the moon bases and flying nasty astronauts. The truth about Nazi Germany becoming a space race, astonishing a world documented depending on what you define space. The year Nazi Germany first attended the space accordingly, the international recognized Karo space line starts at 100 kilometers or 62 miles above sea level. However, NASA defines that it begins of 50 miles. So the first man-made object to enter space on 3rd of October 1942 when a V-12 German rocket reached the altitude between 80 and 90 kilometers above the Earth and was test firing of Germany's General Point Blank of Doctor-Directed Weapons Program had said today, the space age is born. Each V-2 rocket was 14 meters and 52 inches. It weighed half a kilo, and the pound of 25 tons of thrust and alcohol and liquid nitrogen fueled the engines that could deliver almost 1 ton of a warhead of supersonic speeds. The 300-kilometer journey, or 195 miles, to space is actually started from 100 kilometers or 62 kilometers, so-called the Kármán line. The first man-made object to go to space is the German V-2 missile in June 1944. During vertical takeoff, though, reached 800 kilometers or 100 kilometers in the sky. So the question, did any Nazis actually put anything into orbit? Any Nazis? Well, the creator of the V-2 wanted to do that, but of technological differences and the suborbital trajectory in the late 1940s, Brown's team has studied evolving the V-2's manual rockets version, which was called the 9 with wings, extended the range of 250 to 555 kilometers of a spacecraft. The second stage was planned to the A-10 or 9 or ICBM. However, in 1943, the Nazis had politically and empirically researched a manner of spaceflight in favor of war production of the V-2 that was bombing in autumn of Allied advances that would push the battery beyond the ranges of England and its primary targets. It is relieved on the Von Braun has been created. Now, the prototype of the A5, on the 24th of October 1944, the firing first launch, and it has crashed due to the launch pad on the second launch. Of 24th January 1945, it has reached 80 kilometers over the surface pitch of the glide of 1,200 meters per second. Then, one wing broke off and ended the program. But it's not the last time for the German. When Germany surrendered to the Americans, British, and the Soviets, raced to snatch the rockets that the scientists has first filmed of the Earth being taken, the United States used a German captured V-2 missile on October 24th, 1946, and the number blasted it from New Mexico, reaching over 100 kilometers in the sky as altitude, and it took a few seconds of black and white pictures of the curving around the Earth. Beyond the VI program was the evil creation that killed 12,000 slave workers and to build 6,000 rockets. 2,000 of those hit targets in Britain and Europe, killed over 5,000 people, and the Nazis sank an astonishing $1 billion to the V2 program, the same amount that the Allies spent on the development of the atomic bomb of the Manhattan Project. Militarily, the V8 was a failure, and actually, hastily, Germany's defeat, because the resources were spent on the development and no dying scientific art achievement of man-made objects into space had the genocide would explode today. Thanks for watching. Please share and subscribe and support my channel. Bye.